Hey guys, last week I ended up planting my first seeds for the garden season this year. So it's been a week already. I already have some seeds sprouting, so I thought maybe we'd come down here and I'd show you what I got going on. So we're down here in the basement and I've got my little seed starting shelf. I've got that kind of back put together. So here I started planting some seeds. I've got some kale and cauliflower. They've already sprouted. We're going to do artichoke this year for the first time. I've already got one sprouted back there. And we're going to do some herbs this year. So I've already planted some sage and rosemary. So they're just starting. Garden season is just starting. Trying to do everything from seed this year. So like right here, this is a tray. It's supposed to be onions. So trying to grow my own onions from seed. I've never done that before. I've always done either bunches or onion sets. And so hopefully we'll get some a bunch of onions this year from our own seeds. So to start my seeds this year, I ended up buying these germination trays. So these germination trays they're a hard plastic tray. These aren't the cheap trays that you just kind of throw away and they rip real easy. These are hard plastic trays, and they got a hole in the bottom so that you can push the seed plug out, afterwards. And pretty happy so far with the construction of these. These are very well built. They're made to last for years. You can use them multiple times and over again, and so looking forward to use these trays. So far they're working out pretty good. These are PropTech, I think is the name of the company, the tray, and I picked those up I think on like Greenhouse Megastore or something. So so far I think this tray's gonna last a long time to be able to plant plants in every year. So the seeds that we bought this year, we ended up buying from, I think, 4 different places. So this is the first year that we're buying seeds from Totally Tomato. So they had some tomato varieties that we wanted to grow. They also had some pepper varieties that we wanted to grow. So we ordered from them. We ordered a few things from Jung Seed. We've ordered from Jung Seed about 3 years now, and we've always had decent luck with their seeds. And then the rest of these seed packets, here's all our seeds right here on the table. The rest of these seeds we've pretty much just picked up locally. We picked up some at Lowe's, and we picked some up at the local farm store. So let me show you some of the stuff we're planning on growing this year. This isn't all the seeds, but this is close to most of the seeds we're going to be planting. So we planted some Walla Walla onions, some sweet Spanish onions, and then we planted these Patterson onions from Jung Seed. And so far these Patterson onions are the only ones that sprouted so far. We're planting some kale. We're going to plant some cauliflower. That'll be a first time this year. Going to do some artichoke. That's actually in there growing as well. And I've never done artichoke before, so that's going to be a new one. So we're going to try the Opolka tomato. That is suggested by Living Traditions Homestead, so I went ahead and bought that to try that out. It's a paste tomato, and then we're going to try an Amish paste tomato as well. So these tomatoes will strictly be for canning. So we're going to be trying the Jetstar hybrid tomato as well. That is another suggestion from Living Traditions Homestead. We've had trouble with jalapenos. Like, I don't think they're big enough. I want bigger jalapenos. So we're going to try these Goliath jalapenos this year. We're going to do the early sensation hybrid. That's our yellow bell pepper. We've had good luck with that. The King Arthur hybrid, that's a red bell pepper. We've had good luck with that. But we're going to try a new orange bell pepper this year, and that is this Garfield hybrid. So we plan on hopefully having bigger orange bell peppers this year. So my wife's she wants some broccoli. We're going to do some broccoli. We're going to try this Rutgers tomato as well this year. So my wife is wanting to do these loofah gourds. So we're going to go ahead and plant some loofah gourds, and that'll give her something to mess around with, I guess, see if she can make some loofahs. Gonna do some spinach this year. Haven't done spinach before, so that'll be a new one for us. We're gonna do some bunching onions. We haven't done those before either. So we'll do some eggplant, spaghetti squash. We're gonna do some carrots, zucchini. We're gonna go ahead and do the Better Boy tomato again. We did that last year. And then more carrots. So we've planted all those things before. So all this stuff on this side is all new for sure. We're gonna plant flowers this year. So we've never planted flowers before. So hopefully that'll bring in some pollinators, bring in some beneficial insects. And we'll just plant these flowers in and amongst the different vegetables this year, and hopefully that'll help our garden. And this year we're doing herbs for the first time. So we picked out some of the more common herbs, stuff that we use here in the kitchen. So hopefully we'll be able to take these herbs and dry them out and use them throughout the year. So we're going to try herbs this year for the first time. So I know this isn't the most exciting video in the world, but I just wanted to show you guys that we got most of our seeds purchased and we've got a plan put together. We still need a few more seeds that we're planning on buying, but we have it written down exactly when we're going to plant each one of these seeds inside and when it transplants outside. So we've got an entire plan written down on how to handle these seeds and transplant the plants. And this year we're going to build a garden area beside the house out here. So we're going to move the garden up closer. So right now it's about eighth of a mile, quarter of a mile on the far end of our property. So it's a pretty long way to walk to our garden. So we're going to put it right next to the house. And so we got a lot to do. So we've already got seeds in there. So we just started those last weekend, like February 15th, last weekend we started those seeds. They're already sprouting. And I'm going to need a place to put them. So I'll have to get on building at least a few raised beds so that I have for the cool weather crops that we plan on growing this year, so I have somewhere to grow those crops. So I'll be starting on the garden area here sometime soon. I at least need to get a few raised beds made. That way I can do the cool weather crops. And I think back in April we'll do the big push for the garden. Right around our last frost date and try to create the rest of the garden area in April. So anyway, stay tuned. A lot to do with gardening this year. It is a part of our yearly goal this year to make a new garden area, and we've got a lot of plants planned to go in that new garden area. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.